Hi guys, Raid here with another Galaxy of Heroes video. We're doing the Sith raid, it's tier 6. One of my guildmates has asked me to do this video based on a run I did on phase 3. Unfortunately, the game at the moment is in German due to some errors that have occurred yesterday due to some update. It only affects the English version of the game, so changing your language still allows you to play. So I'm playing on BlueStacks as usual, and I've changed it to German. I can't really read any of the text. Well, I can't read any of the text at all, but as I know what half of the buttons are, this shouldn't be too hard. So I'm just going to talk you through the setup. So first of all, it's the standard Deathstorm team, which is Talzin lead, Ventress, Daka, Zombie, Initiate. And you're going to use that team to do the entire run. You're going to get rid of Zombie. That's the big change in this. Get rid of Zombie and take Anakin instead. So this is your standard run team. You're going to do the entire run with this team. However, the first thing you need to do is load up just some random, really weak toons and chuck them in. And the plan here is that you're going to get them to absorb Treya's isolate ability, because you really don't want that isolate landing on your team because it'll just wreck the run. So I've just selected some random toons here. I'm just selecting some weaker ones actually, because I think those ones will be a little bit too durable. You want them to die pretty much straight away. She should use isolate almost immediately. So here we go. She'll do it in a second. So that's second ability at the top. Yep, there we go. So isolate's gone. So now you want to get your guys killed, so you just attack the Saber with Retribution. And they'll kill your guys off super quick, which is what you want. You don't want to put durable toons in, otherwise you'll just end up in a position where she'll have another turn, and then that's one turn closer to using Isolate again. So with that out of the way, load up our raid team. Once again, get rid of Zombie, take Jedi Knight Anakin. And the plan here is incredibly simple. All you're going to do is you're going to get Initiate killed, which should be really easy because, well, for me she's only gear 8, which is a perfect gear level. Yeah, get her killed and then kill the Sabers so that you topple Treya. And that's literally the setup. So, yeah, at the low gear level, Initiate, while she dies straight away, I can now get rid of the Sabers. Don't use a basic with the Night Sisters on the Sabers, because if you kill them, you'll revive Initiate. You don't want to do that. So just use your specials in this case to get rid of the remaining Sabers. So there we go. Treya's toppled. Now, this is really easy. Just put it on auto basic. Don't use any specials, just use basics. That's all you need. And what's happening here is that Initiate is getting revived by the Night Sister attacks due to the Mother Talzin lead. Obviously you need the Zeta for this. And every time she attacks, she's trying to inflict damage over time, so you need to make sure you've modded her for really high critical chance. Every time Treya resists the damage over time, she's generating turn meter for the other Night Sisters. And then, because she's dying, Anakin gets a bonus turn, which, as you can see in this video, he's just taking a crap load of turns. And then he's got 2 debuffs on his basic, which is buff immunity and healing immunity, which he's trying to apply. Now, as this is only tier 6, Treya won't resist all of those, but on tier 7, she's much more resistant, so this works a bit better. So, as she resists those, that generates additional turn for your team. And then, because your Initiate's also dying, that's increasing Daka and Ventress's turn meter for deaths. So you have this team that just generates a ton load of turn meter, and as you can see, the turn meter bar on Treya is barely moving. And you just leave it on basics. And that's it, really. I'm going to speed up the video to the point where she almost stands up, and then I'll talk you through how to deal with that. So topple's almost ended, so I turn it off auto, and what we're going to do is just use our basics, continue using the basics, and then when she stands up, we'll deal with the Sabers. It is important to turn it off auto because you might mess it up. So if you're playing on tier 7, you might not even need to do this because she probably is going to resist everything and give you too much turn meter. Right, so here we go. So she stands up. She'll take 2 turns, and then you just want to drop the sabers using your specials. Ventress's damage will be really high at this point for more than deaths, so she'll kill them in like 1 hit. But if they've got foresight, you'll have to make multiple attacks. Again, don't use your basics on the sabers. You can use them on Treya. It's fine. Here we go. Right. So again, you topple her again, and then you just repeat. Back to basics. So the topple's about to end again, so once again we turn it off auto and we go back to our basics. At this point, Treya's going to get a chance to use Isolate. And in a good run, what will happen is she'll isolate Anakin. Because if you isolate Anakin, this makes absolutely no difference to the run at all, because his debuffs generate turn meter for the other guys regardless. It doesn't matter. But if she isolates somebody else, then the run... It ends your run basically. You're gonna spiral down. So in this case, she's isolated Daka, so this is really bad for us. So it'll cap our damage out. You can't remove the isolate. You can only let her move it. So you're kind of stuck with it. You can still topple her again and get another go, but yeah, it's not the best thing in the world. I mean, in that case, I've just used the heal on Daka because you need her for the run, but it's brought Initiate back, but I get the feeling that Initiate's going to just resist it or not get killed or whatever. So, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the entire run. In this run, it caps at about 20 million damage. If you get Anakin isolated, you can get much higher, so I got up to 40 million. So as you can see, I'm just trying to salvage this run, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, see, it revives Initiate instead of Talzin, and you'll see here the difference with having the wrong tunes out is that you just don't generate enough turn meter to keep Treya on the floor long enough. You'll see her turn meter jump up really quickly. See, there you go. It's like jumped up like about a third. So she's going to stand up, and then yeah, as I say, that's pretty much your run over. Unless she moves the isolate to Anakin, you're pretty much done. However, as this run is incredibly easy to set up, it's just quite a long run of you watching the game on auto. You can just restart it and try again. You should be able to do the entire phase if you've got a good run. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. And again, I think this is easier on tier 7 just because she resists more and you get more turn meter. But I'll leave you here with the rest of the run and you can watch my guys die. But thanks for watching.